Oh,
There are
boy.
some answers though. I mean, the first episode picks up immediately after the last episode or the finale, so you find out immediately where the bullet went
what happens,
and
yeah.
and the aftermath of that. So there are some definite answers, and as the season progresses, there's other struggles that other questions that we're trying to figure out. Series long things, but there are some answers that some of the other characters are trying to find the answers to.
How much do you guys know about what is going to happen this season? How much do you sort of pre-prepped, or do you just literally find out as the script comes to you?
Yeah, I feel like in the beginning of last year, none of us wanted to know anything, and they kind of like we rode that wave for as long as we possibly could, until it got to a place where a few of us, so much was happening, almost 10 episodes in kind of thing, that we needed a little outline of what was about to come. And I got a little indication at the beginning of this season what was happening with everything, obviously, the cliffhanger that happened with us and all that good stuff. But we still don't know. I mean, we're almost halfway through and we still don't know what's about to happen. So
we're shooting episode 8 right now, so obviously we know just a little bit more than half of the season. Yeah. But I think there's some really big things coming at the end of the season that I have no idea about. So I think there's a big.
And they keep hinting at it too,
point.
so they keep
And you were talking about answers. I think there's something big at the end of the season. I don't know what it is yet.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Did they film? We understand that the season picks up straight after the gunshot. Did they film what's going to happen at the end of last year?
What do you mean?
When you film, when
Like how the scene finished.
Yeah, it literally picks up in that scene.
Did you have to go and shoot it again?
Yeah, we had to go
started
back
this
and
year
shoot.
exactly.
We didn't
where
shoot the whole scene. We just shot the aftermath. But then there's a time jump after that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. The show doesn't continue the first episode day to day. There's many months that.
And how much did the outcome surprise you or shock you?
Oh well, we knew it was going to happen at the end of last season.
Yeah, we already knew.
So they're both here promoting.
But there are flashbacks. There are flashbacks. So it could be that.
Could be anything. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. This is also the hardest interviews I've had to do because I'm like,
you can't talk about it.
I can't talk. What can we say? You know, like I feel like anything. I'm gonna put my foot on my mouth.
Well, what do you find most thematically rich or interesting about the series? Because it's kind of dense material, considering that it's not like HBO or that type of a network.
Yeah. For me, I think they've just done such an amazing job of being able to create these amazing, diverse characters that are created in these imaginary circumstances that are unimaginable in the sense of what would anyone do in the sense of everyone moves on when you think someone's gone and then these people come back after 5.5 years. It's a long time, and you're forced to have to live this new life that looks exactly the same, but it's 5 years have passed. Everyone's moved on. Like for my character, I had a hard time kind of like grounding him in the sense that he's a hard worker. He has a huge heart and everything, but at the end of the day, like he's not a cheater. But he after a long time fell in love with her best friend, because of course it had to be her best friend.
Yeah.
As it would in a scripted television show, and then she comes back, and it's like he's forced to have to kind of live this new normal with having to see her every day. And I mean, it's very rich and beautifully put together.
I think I've been lucky in that regard because Zeke's had a lot of personal story. He's had a lot of backstory and things that are compelling to me as an actor. So I haven't had to play these big, huge, abstract ideas as much. It's been more about personal connection and Zeke's history and his family, and you'll see some more people in this second season as well. So it's been more, I guess, more tangible for me to be able to play in the scene, So it hasn't been such a, like I said, abstract, big ideas like it has been for some of the other characters.
And that has a lot to do with our writers too. I think it could be a very abstract and the mythology, all the stuff that's happening. But I feel like they've done such a beautiful job at grounding these human beings. That's why I feel like it's so relatable. No matter if there's a 5.5 year gap, all these people you can relate to one character or another.
I think the thing for you was she has these abilities and she's solving things ahead of time, right in the beginning. And you're kind of caught in the middle, and it's almost like it's kind of attacking your own belief system.
100%, yeah. And he took a bit of because I was told I was going to take a bit of a turn, but I had no idea what the heck that turn was. And towards the end of it, I was like, wow, this guy is really Jared's he's got his own demons he's dealing with because he became super invested in making sure that this guy had nothing to do with her, you know. So
Yeah.
that was great. That was great.
I don't know how much you guys can share since there's obviously like a big deal for making like the episode, but you just like with the overarching like themes of the season. Your characters there, I don't know, like what are like the stakes?
I mean, you know, we found out that there's this death date thing. For Zeke, if I'm still around, then I was only gone for a year. So that's much more immediate for me than them. They've got 5 years. That may be something that is played out.
If Jared happened not to get the bullet in his heart, then this season he definitely you'll see him go down a very different path than we saw him last year. Yeah.
Going dark?
He goes very dark this year.
Yeah.
And
I can hear it in your voice that's where this is
it
going.
could be like a fantasy or whatever, and maybe he comes back as a ghost, whatever it may be, but he definitely goes down a darker tunnel than we saw last year, needless to say.
What's the state of his relationship with his lady love?
I mean, who knows? Complication.
You
There's
can't-
a lot of
I know, it's one of
complication.
those things you
It's
can't.
always going to be complicated. Zeke, no Zeke, with Zeke, whatever. There's always going to be complications there.
I guess we'll see right at the beginning of the
Right
episode
off the
then.
jump. Right off the jump.
Did you have another question you wanted to ask? You got cut off before.
How much do you get to do some sort of special effects in a way when you're? How much fun is that for you, and how do they shoot some of
You
those
mean
things?
with regard to the injuries and things, or what?
When those you certainly get transported to different.
Oh yeah.
Like the,
It's funny, man. It's kind of, it's like you hear actors that do these movies and the whole thing is green screen, and it feels very artificial and silly in the moment. And, you know, Melissa and I are laughing and joking about it because it feels ridiculous, but you have to put yourself in that situation as much as you can to make it as real as possible. You're just surrounded by green, and you're in a big warehouse, and then they add in stars in the sky and everything later. You just have to trust too that and actually they had a TV screen there that you could see right after that had sort of a preliminary look, which then helped you to imagine it, you know,
And we got
be in it.
a hell of a makeup department, you know.
And then
I've walked in sometimes on this guy with the makeup, and I'm
Which
like,
I love.
oh wow.
It's like an
that,
hour
that just helps
of
you kind
them
of like, I don't care who you are, but you look at
putting
that
on-
stuff and like
They do a great job.
do a great
It's
job
really
of
good.
it. So
thanks, you guys.
thank you.